So, you know, I got to timestamp it. It's August 11th, 2026, and it's approximately 6:23 p.m. on that eastern side. We flip the poles. It might be Western Gregorian calendar, but y'all know I don't know. But I know one goddamn thing. On our birth certificates or the certificate of live birth, I don't know about in your country, but in the US of A, they put our names in all caps, y'all. So that means that they were standing on business when they put our names in all caps. So I'm D'Amica. It's time for hashtag Lost Souls Tarot Cards, our portals to truth. I'm about to open up some portals and we're about to reveal some truths. Now, as you can see by the thumbnail, and as you can see by the title, this message here, we're going to be receiving some messages in regard to the total solar eclipse that's happening. Come here, tarot. Ooh. Before we do tarot, I want us to jump into the reason or metaphysical meaning showers that's coming coincided with it, with the total solar eclipse. So I went on ahead and I wrote down some notes prior to me coming on to this live here, okay? So y'all gonna go ahead and get yourselves acclimated. Come on in, grab your notebook, grab your pen. Of course, we're gonna do a tarot read, but before we do that, we're gonna jump into some meanings, definitions, some metaphysical references as to what the total solar eclipse is to bring us and what messages we are to receive. All right, y'all. So let me go ahead and put y'all back down. And then let me grab my notebook here. So I got my notebook. So before we get into the tarot read, let me just read to you. The total solar eclipse is a highly rare celestial doubleheader total solar eclipse. It is a rare 6-planet alignment across northern Spain. It will be followed by the Pesreids meteor showers that night. So it is incredibly potent period for spiritual awakening, shadow work, accelerated manifestation, the union of the masculine and feminine energy, the marriage of the sun and the moon, cosmic reset, portals for rapid change, the sweeping out of old karmic cycles, give you a time to look inward to discover those hidden truths. This is the showering of a cosmic energy utilized for wishing, clearing blockages, setting long-term intentions. The sky will be dark, allowing for heightened clarity in your manifestation and your meditations. Okay. All right. So that's a little bit of notes that I wrote down. That way we can get an idea as to when tomorrow comes, right? August 12th, Gregorian calendar. When it happens, you could use that period of time. And it says here, for wishing, clearing blockages, and setting long-term intentions here, okay? You can also look inward to discover those hidden truths. The sky will be dark in certain areas. Here we go with the flies coming in with the fucking flying, monitoring spirits and shit. Got me fucked up. Here they come. Shit, got me messed up. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the tarot read now, okay? Now we got a better understanding as to what the total solar eclipse is. We got a metaphysical meaning to the solar eclipse and the meteor showers. All right, where am I gonna put y'all at? I'm put y'all like right. All right, we good right there. I think we good right there. Let's see if we can see one of the cards. If y'all can see it, we good. All right, y'all can see that. All right, let's get into it. So we're gonna start with some tarot first, and then we're gonna pull on the oracle deck. Make some space. Whew, I was able to clean up my space in my home. I'm gonna do some more deep cleaning, but I was able to clean up the house. All right, let's give this a shuffle. I'm gonna break it in half and give it a shuffle. Yep, but hopefully you all are doing amazing. And if not, hopefully you're enjoying the journey, the mission. You're looking inward to figure out what's not enjoyable. It's not always going to be enjoyable, right? And I believe that is part of the mission here while you're in this physical being. Accepting what's not enjoyable. And then allowing yourself to realize that, hey, maybe I caused this. Maybe it's my fault. What can I do to change this? You know what I mean? All right, hold on, y'all. Let's give it a quick shuffle. If you're new to the channel, if you're new to the frequency, all my tarot cards are handmade with the power invested in me. Everyone has a different meaning, a different definition, a different feel. So yeah, we'll get into it and see what's going on. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. We're here with the Divine Collective, myself, the Divine Energy, the collective consciousness in general, right? We're here with a lot of good and bad, but what is that? We're here to receive messages in regard to the total solar eclipse now in the year of 2026 Gregorian calendar, and whether we are to receive messages from prior years, previous years, that's fine. As we know, the past, present, and future is all now. We thank you for the divine messages we are to receive. And we are strong enough to receive them and know when they are our messages and when they are not. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirits. Ashe. All right, let's get into this. Let's see what's going on. Oh, all right, so we got a couple that came on out. Let's see what came on out first here. So typically, before I read this, what's going to happen is we're going to get 3 storylines out here. I don't know how many portals going to come out, but we're going to get 3 storylines. Within the 3 storylines, you're going to see me shuffle in between each storyline, but the whole story within itself is going to include the 3 storylines. Crazy, huh? So take what resonate, and then I want you to leave the rest. At the end of the channel, at the end of the transmission, right before I close off, we're going to pray. And I'm going to cut, burn, release all these energies that no longer serve you or I. But guess what? The prayers, the protection prayers only work for those that are doing the shadow work. Oh man, here we go. So the first one coming out is Aries energy. 4 of Wands is coming out reversed. So the fire energy is coming out here, the element of fire, Aries energy. 4 of Wands is coming out reversed, and that's talking about in the beginning of this first storyline, there was a lack of support, right? Canceled plans, difficulty finding community, celebrations that fell flat, okay? Lack of a stable home. And it also says, I don't know if it says this, but if I said this, but it also says difficulty finding that community, okay? So that's first storyline. Second storyline, we got the Page of Swords coming out here, okay? So the Page of Swords is out here. This is talking about clear, direct, and open communication. You have your zodiac energies of the Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Remember that you have each zodiac sign within you. The energy of each zodiac sign is going to govern a specific part of your body here, okay? So it's time to gather the information before you act. This is the Page of Swords for the second storyline. It's starting off in the mind here, right? So curiosity, intellect, quick thinking. In the beginning, there was honest and direct expressions of ideas, sharp minds, and everyone was like eager to learn. They were speaking their minds without hesitation, but for some, they were also guarded in nature. Okay, that's the second storyline. Now, the third storyline is starting off like this with the Hierophant energy. Okay, so this energy is here, very traditious energy. The zodiac of the Taurus is here, okay? So conformity, religious belief to self-sabotage is with this Hierophant here. So their religious beliefs are to self-sabotage, okay? With this Hierophant energy. They have conventional wisdom, and they've gained it from established institutions, and they have learned from these proven methods, okay? All right, so that's our 3 storylines. Now let's rock out with, give it another knock. All right, let's just shuffle it on around here. So the first storyline that we're starting off with is celebrations that fall flat, right? The lack of stable home. It's starting off in that Aries energy in the head here, in the mind here, even though it's the 4 of Wands reversed. Remember that? Someone's creativity, their passion, their drive, right? It's like that lack of support. They're not getting that. Canceled plans, difficulty finding their community. So let's see how this is going to end up. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. What's the story with this? All right. In regard to the total solar eclipse, maybe someone has to look back on why the plans were canceled. on why it's difficulty finding community, on why it's that lack of a stable home. But let's see what's going on here. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. Oh, did I knock? Ashe. I can't remember if I knocked, but I'm gonna knock again. This is about the cosmic reset here. This one also came too, so we'll take them both. So we got the Five of Cups coming out here reversed. So this is talking about stabilizing. Present time, someone is stabilizing. This is your Scorpio energy here, right? So this is significant recovery from regret. Okay, so they went inward. They are accepting of the past. They are aware of the implications of their actions. They have come to appreciate the lessons that they've learned here, okay? They are now going to get a better position within their career. Their finances is going to stabilize. And for some, they are moving on here, okay? Like it's suffering and grief that they've endured, but it gave them strength and resilience here. And this is present time. Knight of Wands is taking charge here. Look at that there. Sagittarius energy. What's up, Sag? Scorpios, Aries. What's up, energies out there? What's up, y'all? Straightforward energy is here. So now someone realizes that now I have to take charge. It's time for me to get away and travel. It says here that you should feel charged and full of life. When these meteor showers come and this total solar eclipse comes, it's the marriage of the moon and the sun here, giving you energy full, right? You should feel charged and full of life, adventurous, and you can find things to do. You're going to start creative projects with a lot of energy and enthusiasm. You'll be able to balance your life with realistic and well-rounded views here. There will never be a dull moment. But keep this in mind here, all right? Complete your important task because you're going to want to impress others with your knowledge and your skills. You're going to be ready to get things done, but make sure you got things done, beloved, okay? So now let's see how this is going to end here. Because remember, in the beginning, it started. And what's up, y'all? I read them comments at the end. What's up, mommy? What's up, mommy? How you doing? I read the comments at the end. But what's up, love? What's up? Welcome yourself there. Who that? Eileen Carillas. What's up, beloved? How you doing? Welcome yourself in. Welcome yourselves in. Are y'all prepared for the meteor showers? It says here it's going to be across northern Spain there, right? The total solar eclipse. And then followed by the solar eclipse here, we're going to be having the Pesreids meteor showers those nights. So let's get back to the storyline here, because in the beginning, you got your Four Wands reversed here, okay? Somebody, it's like the celebrations that fell flat. A lack of a stable home for some. It was canceled plans, difficulty finding community. It was a lack of support, right? And then present time is Five of Cups came out reversed. Scorpio energy, right? And that was talking about, okay, I understand what I had to go through. I understand why those plans was canceled. I understand why this is a difficulty finding this community here and a lack of stable home. I accept that. I'm aware of the implications of my actions. So now we're leaving with the Knight of Wands here. So Knight of Wands is taking charge with this straightforward energy, letting you know that, hey, it's time to get away and travel. It's time. We're ready to get things done, right? So with this energy coming in with the total solar eclipse and your meteor showers, right? Let's see how this is going to end out. For some, you're feeling charged and full of life, adventurous, and finding things to do, starting creative projects with lots of energy and enthusiasm. Let's see. But complete those important tasks. Okay. Ooh, who that? Great. Fly on out the door here. Who is this? Oh, judgment. I love it. Everything's under judgment. Judgment is here. Yeah, complete those important tasks, beloved. There's never a dull moment. Judgment is right under you, okay? So this is the total solar eclipse. I fucking love you, divine and spirit. Right? This is the moment where you're going to be able to reflect and evaluate yourselves in our action, not yourselves, ourselves and our actions. It says here, actions taken takes us on a changed path. So it depended upon what actions you have taken and which ones you are going to take. You're going to come close to a significant point in your life. You must evaluate yourself. Don't let this chance go out the door. You remember how this portal was going to fly out the door? And I was like, something fly out the door here. It says here, it's a chance for clear ideas of what you need to change. Renewal, values, right? This is the planet of Pluto and fire. If one of y'all can look up on your device which of the 6 planets would be aligned would be aligning up with this total solar eclipse, that would be awesome. Because I'm going to look it up, and I can't look it up. I ain't got my other device. And if I'm on this live, I can't look it up. But anyway, this is the period of awakening here, okay? This is about karma. Letting go of the past here, all right? I know that's right. So now we're moving on to the second storyline, beloveds. Stick with me. We got 2 more storylines to go with. Y'all know I'm always supposed to be somewhere else. I'm supposed to be on that goddamn field over there watching my son practice. Y'all already know. I'm over here with y'all. Cheers. Microplastics and all. All right, let's see. Second storyline, we're starting off with the Page of Swords. Okay? So your pages. Pages are always adventurous, right? They're fun, childlike energy. Some of them are very naive, but this is your Page of Swords here. Straight up and direct. You got your Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces energy here. Quite a mixture, right? So for some, it could be scattered energy, but with this one, it's curiosity and intellect. So you have a bunch of energies here that's starting off with quick thinking, very honest, direct expressions and approaches to things, right? Sharp minds and eager to learn. You're gathering all your information before you act, and you're guarded in nature. You're able to speak your mind without hesitation, and it's like clear, direct, and open communication. This is how this storyline started off with. Now let's give this a quick shuffle. Hold on. And a knock. Yeah, you always got to knock. Well, I always choose to knock. You know, ask for permission for the right storyline, for the right messages. Guide me the right way. I am the bridge, but you need the guide to guide you. Right? You need the map. Excuse me, I'm sweating and shit. That's all right, though. Get out all the impurities. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. Get it all out, shit. I don't mind. Now, it is going to smear some of the words on these portals here. All right, so let's see here. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. What's going on with this second storyline here? What messages are we to receive in regard to this highly rare celestial double header? Right? The total solar eclipse, right? They got all kinds of names for it, but what these messages? What kind of messages are hidden in the dark here, right? That we are to receive, whether they're good or bad. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. Remember, gather your information before you act here, okay? Somebody's guarded in their nature, but we're about to see why. There's clear, direct, and open communication about something here. Let's see. Is somebody else speaking their mind without hesitation? Okay, all right. Let's see what's going on here. We'll take that one. Page of Cups came out reversed here. All right, so you got your Page of Swords, right? Now you got your Page of Cups coming out reversed. So all together, you got Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius. With your Page of Cups reverse energy, you got your Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius energy, right? So somebody undergoing a block, it's a few folk. You got a few folk that's curious, and they're gathering information before they act, right? They're honest with their approach, right? They're speaking their mind without hesitation. Present time, you got maybe some of those same individuals, or you got other individuals around these individuals that are undergoing a block in creativity, right? Their things or their projects that they found interesting, but they're doing them for other reasons other than joy. It's time to remember the joy in your projects and what they brought you in life. Stop and reflect. Somebody's afraid of their reality. So again, it can go several ways. In the beginning, you had these energies out here that was clear, direct, and honest, right? And now it's like they're undergoing a block in their creativity. They become shy and vulnerable, right? The things or the project that they found interesting at first is no longer interesting. They have lost the reason and the joy and why they started these projects here. Oh man, it's time for them to stop and reflect. And but somebody's afraid of that reality, and unfortunately, or great for you, with this total solar eclipse, it's going to push you into that reality. Whoever you are, buckle your seatbelts. Enjoy the fucking ride, because somebody has an emotionally immature partner here, and somebody else is insecure at work or within the family. It's like a very insecure, shy. But what are they shy about, right? What are they insecure? We're going to find out when we pull on the oracle deck a little bit. But somebody, a lot of us, all of us, have to stop and reflect here. None of us should be afraid of reality here. But there's an avoidance with this Page of Cups reverse energy here. Yes, the fuck it is. Yes, it is. Yeah. And somebody's in their emotions. And somebody else is in denial about these fucking finances. And I ain't talking about the minor shit that we got out here. Yes, that's what I'm saying. This shit right here. Whoever's in denial about finances, that energy here is fucked up in the head. Their emotions. It's all over the place. Whether they've spent money on someone, right, that they're realizing they shouldn't have spent this fucking money, or time, even time, energy. They're in denial. They were in denial, and they're going to realize this shit, and it's coming in with their finances. Yeah, folk out there really be doing that shit, y'all. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. So let's see what else going on with this here. Wow, you got 2 pages out here. Pages 4. Hey, started off quick thinking, honest, direct expressions of ideas. And you were told to gather your information before you acted. And now for some, you stuck in this situation where you started off, you found joy, whether it was in that relationship, situationship, investment, partnership, project, whatever it was, you found joy in it. Remember, gather your information before you act. Did you do that? Because I really feel like in the beginning, somebody was very honest, right? They were speaking their mind without hesitation. Stick with me. I'm bouncing in and out of energies here, right? So somebody was very sharp-minded and eager to learn. And now they're undergoing that block in creativity here. Or someone's around them throwing this energy at them. I felt it myself. Want you to be slothful. Yeah, they did. Wanted you to lay around and forget about your own fucking projects. All you did was bounce back, get stronger. But you had to go through that process there. And boy, oh boy, when you went through that process, boy, oh boy, did they think they won. Yes, they did. Give me a second here. Let me see what's going on in the comments. I can't see the comments, but I do want to welcome y'all to the frequency. And say what's up, y'all. Look at Kai. Look at Takapa. I knew it. What's up, y'all? What's up, Kyla Rodmon Star? What's up, Takapa? I'm going to read y'all comments at the end here. What's up, y'all? Okay, never mind. I'm about to read this one now. We got Kai. Remember the 6 planets that I said is lining up? We got Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter. So that's 4. I need 2 more. Let me see if we got 2 up here. Kai say I'm here. Thank you, Kai. I love you. Thank you. I love all y'all. Thank y'all. I thank you. Eileen, if you still here, what's up? Mummy, if you still here, what's up? What's up, loves? All right. So we got 6. So we got 2 more of them lining up. Mercury, Venus, Mars, and Jupiter. Is what I got so far. Thank you so much, Kai. I appreciate y'all so much, man. I really do. Thank y'all. About to make me sing High School Musical and shit. We're all in this together. Once we know who we are stars, and we see that. All right, let's get 2 more out here. But somebody afraid of their reality, and that's not nothing to laugh about. It can be scary. I give you that. For some, it's like you got some that's afraid of their truths because they're afraid of the power that they're getting ready to receive here. But I tell you what, you can't run from this shit. You can't hide. If it's yours to receive, beloved, the universe, divine, the spirits, they will give it to you accordingly on how you're able to receive it. But you gonna get that shit. Buckle your fucking seatbelts, y'all. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. Don't be scared, though. Don't be afraid of it. Don't let the fear cloud your truth. This is your truth coming to you. Whatever it is, it's everybody's truths coming to them. Right? Remember, I took notes. It said here, you're going to be able to sweep out the old karmic ways. This is a cosmic reset. Portals for rapid change, right? The marriage of the sun and the moon, right? That's why I always look up metaphysical meanings and stuff like that. So we can understand what anyway, let's see what we got. At least 2 more that we got to pull on here. So overall, we have to remember the joy that our projects brought us in life. Stop and reflect. Do not be afraid of reality, because we're right here is the Page of Cups reverse. Somebody shy and vulnerable, and it's making them emotionally immature here. Let's see. If somebody realizing they spent money on an emotionally immature partner here, and it's fucking them up in the head, like they fucked up. Their emotions here, right? It's just emotions taking them over. What an honor. You got the Fool coming out for you, and this Fool card is, this one is blank. What an honor. The element of air, the plane of Uranus is here. Your anus. Don't be in your ass about this though, okay? This Fool card is blank. What are you going to put on your new beginnings, right? Your new experiences, right? Right? What are you going to accept? What are you not going to accept here? I love it. What else is next? The Lovers came out reversed. It's telling you what's going on here, right? Conflict. Gemini energy here, right? So it's talking about, be aware of this. If you're going to get this new energy, the Fool energy, right? You're very new. You're very vulnerable. If you're going to receive these new energies, especially during this total solar eclipse, especially with these meteor showers that's coming through, right? It's like here, this Lover's reverse card, it says here, and it's questioning someone. Why are you punishing yourself? Let it go. That's what it say. It's about impulses and some finances, about the inner and outer conflicts. For some, this is simply about the disharmony in your daily life. You just got to take time to think. For some, this is about the foundation of relationships that is cut off, creating your imbalance, right? Be aware of the avoidance of responsibility in actions. Invest in your personal values and belief systems, because for a lot, you have become cold and detached, okay? That's for some. Take a resonate, leave the rest, shit. Okay, so now what's coming out next? You got the Lovers coming out here reverse. Who this? I'm gonna wipe my hands off. I don't want to smear the cards. Smear campaign and shit. But anyway, we got the Nine of Pentacles out here reversed. But it ain't funny. They've been out here doing smear campaigns again, especially up against a lot of tarot readers up here. I've been peeping it. I had to go through it myself, and they probably still out there doing it, and I just don't pay attention to it. I don't give a fuck no more. Hey, but in the beginning, it do kind of fuck with you and with your emotions. But boy, oh boy, do it make you stronger. It make you fucking stronger. Fuck them bitches and niggas. But anyway, you got the Nine of Pentacles coming out here reversed. This is your Virgo energy. So be aware of that materialism, right? Somebody's living beyond their means. They become dependent on others, showing off without substance. And now they're in fear of solitude here, okay? Oh, man, this is going to fuck somebody up. Not when I say somebody, I mean a few, right? Because what's happening is, if you in fear of solitude, that's what the eclipse is. It's going to push you into the dark. The dark night of the soul is happening for a lot. I think everybody. All right? Now, the eclipse, and for some, we brush it off. Right? We go buy little glasses and shit. And we go stare and we go. It's like an attract. What is it called when you go to the fucking zoo? What's them shits called? Or you go to an amusement park, attraction site or some shit. It's like people don't look at it cosmically, metaphysically, spiritually. Everything is a fucking joke for some folk, right? And it's all good. But for some, they've lived beyond their means here. They've become dependent on others, whether it's their energy, their time, their love, their money, especially their fucking energy. Y'all know what it is. This the energy battle here, right? The spiritual battle here, right? So now, the Tower is ending with this second storyline. This is an honor. This is a beautiful fight here with the second storyline. And it's just proven with this total solar eclipse and how my motherfucking portals be on point. But it's just proven that breaking down of the old structure is here. The element of fire, the planet of Mars. So let's just look at the planes real quick, the planets. We got Mars. This just says chaos. We got Uranus. Chaos that precedes transformation, unexpected disruption, upheaval, revelation, sudden change. All right. So we have, just within the second storyline, we have Mars, Uranus, and who else I say? Mars, Uranus. That's it. Mars and Uranus, right? So now let's see. Thank you, Kai, because now we're going to see if this is, so we got Mercury, Venus, Mars, and Jupiter. So within this storyline, we got one of the planets within this second storyline, which is Mars, the element of fire here. This is about the creation here, the drive here within this second storyline here. And you can't run, you can't hide. Let me go ahead and pin this real quick by Kai here so I can remember them. Mars, Venus, Jupiter, Mercury. Alright, so now that's the second storyline. Now we're moving on to the third storyline where we're starting off with this Hierophant energy, okay? So now with this Hierophant energy, it's like you got the zodiac of Taurus, right? The energy of Taurus. And with this energy here, it's traditional, right? It's someone who has taken their religious beliefs, but they're using them to self-sabotage, okay? And they have conformed to these beliefs here. They have conventional wisdom now, and they've gained this wisdom from established institutions. So they one of them folks that they don't believe in spirits outside of their religion. In fact, they call the spirits outside of their religion demonic or satanic, or, you know, I don't know. It gets real personal with them type of folk there, right? So this entity here, or these entities here, they have learned from proven methods here, right? So let's see what's going on with this storyline here. Again, excuse me for sweating, but then again, sweat is another sacrifice here. And I'm a fire energy. It's Leo season. Fuck you. Next time I try to bring me a doggone towel or a rag or something, the monitoring spirit is still coming in and out, and I could tell it's the same goddamn fucking fly. Now it's getting to the point where you'll be able to, and then, yeah, you'll sound a little crazy when you express your truths, right? But when you're tapped in a certain way and you're able to see shit for what it is, you could recognize a fly from a fucking fly. These bitches be fucking with me. But anyway, let me get back to this shit here. Certain shit that you talk about, especially if you talk about personal experiences too much. But what is too much? Only you know that, right? But if you talk about those personal experiences that could be hindering you, or attacks that could be hindering you, when you're tapped in to a certain frequency, you are going to see those signs come quite frequently. Those experiences colliding within your storylines and stuff is going to start happening. And a lot of people tend to get to looking crazy to other people, right? They're not fucking crazy. This is just how they express. And a lot of us has to realize that we just got to be respectful on someone's journey and how they express and deliver their truth, especially if they are being authentic to themselves here, right? Because we've been taught to learn things a certain way from certain entities when we're all different, right? It ain't dress and fucking uniforms. It ain't none of that. We're all different, right? But it's all this one band, one sound shit. And in reality, they created divide and conquer with the one band, one sound. Anyway, but that's no longer there. The divide and conquer, that shit's over. They know it. It's a wrap. All right, third storyline here. Let's see how we got to give it a shuffle. Almost forgot. And then a knot. Okay. So it says here, it's an incredibly potent period for spiritual awakening, shadow work, accelerated manifestation, the union of the masculine and feminine, the cosmic reset for portals and rapid change, sweeping out old karmic cycles. Give me a sec. And this is all of them combined, the total solar eclipse and the meteor showers. And we got, so look inward to discover. A lot of hidden truths are going to be exposed, right? This is the showering of cosmic energy utilized for wishing, clearing blockages, and setting long-term intentions. The sky will be dark, allowed for heightened clarity and meditation and manifestation. And if you want to think about it, the sky could be a representation of you, your mind, right? It will be dark, the dark night of the soul. It will be like For some, you'll still be protected and covered, but for some, it's like you're going to have to go through this and face your shadows. You got to, right? And it's all right. You created them. Face them, motherfuckers. You can shut them down, but you got to let them know. And you got to be honest with yourselves as to why you created them. They want to know why they were created. A lot of these chaotic energies here, they're coming back to their conjurers as they are instructed, and they are only allowed from you, your truth. You can't lie no more. That's what's hindering a lot of folk energies here, right? And they done created all these lookalikes and clones and, destiny swaps and body and reincarnations, and all that shit ain't allowed no more. So now they running fucking haywire. They had a certain time period. That was the whole point of time. Time is a wrap. It's a wrap. Whatever time we're using or we feel like we're constructed to has always been artificial. But for real, it really is now. Just pay attention to how fast it's moving. And for certain entities, we're controlling that. All right, let's get into this storyline here. So we're talking about tradition. Energies that have conformed here, right? And this is about the religious beliefs, right? And they use these religious... Come on, bro. Every time. I thought I put it on Do Not Disturb there. I did put it on Do Not Disturb. They use these religious beliefs to self-sabotage themselves, right? So let's see what's going on with this storyline here. We're at 36:40 on the timer. Shit, I'm only 36 minutes in. Niggas always want to call this shit. Okay, who this? Queen of Cups coming out. Queen of Cups coming out here. All right, Cancer energy. So somebody's very compassionate. They're caring, they're nurturing, they're connected with all on an emotional level here. It says someone is within this energy that's honest, sensitive, and fair. They find help from others, but particularly from a female. So either someone's going to find help from others, but they're going to find this help from the Queen of Cups. So whoever's sitting in this high refined energy, you're going to get this help. I think somebody's trying to step away from something here. And no disrespect, you have a lot of people who are realizing that they don't have to be, should not be attached to religions, respectfully. And if you take it disrespectful, I don't give a fuck. But my thing is, they're realizing that. Oh, maybe I should have just been learning them all. Why did I have to attach to not only the religion, but the deities that come with them? No disrespect to the deities. They know how I rock and roll. I believe in them all. But we got to learn them all, so you can understand how to use them all. Anyway, so you're going to have this energy out here, right? Queen of Cups energy that's going to be able to be very intuitive, and they're going to be powerful with the intuition here, all right? So don't be scared with your punk ass. Don't be scared, right? But somebody's going to be very intuitive. And some of the shit they're going to say is probably going to push you away at first, but you'll come back. Those that stray, they always come back. They never stay away. Right? So someone's going to act as a mirror, and they're going to reflect that new light. You're not going to be able to stay away from that light there. That light is yours. Right? It's just a reminder of who you are. And for some, those that don't even have light in them, they get a taste of that light, and boy, oh boy, they go crazy. For some of them that didn't never have light in them, they've siphoned so much energy to where they look like that. Now all that's draining out, and boy, are they sick. It looks so sick here, right? It's sad, but it's not. But you're going to run into someone who is trusting their inner voice within themselves. And it's going to give you the courage to trust yourself here, okay? They're going to take the time to focus on your emotional health before they help others here, right? But remember, they are emotionally intelligent here. So although they're helping you, they're also taking care of themselves as well. So you got to be conscious of that. How are you stepping to this energy or stepping away from that energy? That energy is only going to be complacent upon how you act here, okay? It's not going to be like a servant type energy. Very powerful energy. And it can seem strict, but again, very compassionate, caring, and nurturing. Connecting you with all on an emotional level. Let's see how this is going to end out. Okay. All right. I like that. Somebody, okay. Let's see. Damn. I knew that was about to happen. We got a whole bunch that came in. I am going to try to. I got him. I got him all. All right, so let's see. We got a bunch that came out here. Let's see. Let's rock and roll. So, Queen of Cups is out here. Queen of Cups is out here. Very intuitive, very powerful, acting as a mirror, reflecting new light here. So you got the 6 Swords out here, right? Aquarius energy, right? Moving on. Queen of Cups is helping you transition, move on, let go. And in reality, you're helping yourself. That's the whole purpose of this energy, right? You're going to journey from troubled water to calmer shores, and it's going to be your mental transition, leaving the difficulties behind. Up next is the 5 of Cups coming out here reversed because you've accepted and moved on. Scorpio energy. Yeah, you're finding peace. You're beginning to recover from the grief. You're learning from negative experiences and you're looking at the positive sides. 2 of Swords is also out here. It also says here because 2 opposing forces have joined in a battle with no end in sight. Oh yeah, you're being pulled away from this energy for sure. And maybe you can see it. Maybe you can see it within your own specific religious corner of the world or systems. Maybe you can see this. 2 opposing forces have joined in a battle with no end in sight. You have found yourself caught in the middle. They are struggling with current states of affairs. Without intervention, this could continue indefinitely. Someone must make a choice because there is no in between. Somebody's trying to keep relationships balanced, but the only relationship you should focus on is between yourself and divine here, okay? Be patient. Avoid evasivism. Because somebody is stuck in a limbo waiting on the other party to decide here, right? And it's about choosing between love or work or family, and unclear finances is here, right? So that's a lot to swallow there. The Ace of Swords is followed up there, right? Ace of Swords is coming up, followed up here. The element of air is here. So somebody's thoughts are confusing. Damn, and it's reversed. The Ace of Swords reversed, by the way. My bad, y'all. It's reversed. Okay, so you're being told that now is not a good time to make choices because there's no clarity causing failure. So somebody's in their mind here. And this is only the beginning stages. Damn. Lay back and rationally think your way through each step and stage. And this is what the total solar eclipse is for, right? Don't act on impulse because you'll end up clashing with a partner of some sort. And this is whether it's boredom at work or boredom in a relationship or just boredom in general. But be cautious of that, okay? Because it says here, prepare to take baby steps and work methodically to achieve your goals. Because there's something around legal documents. Damn. Fuck. 8 of Cups is coming out here because, okay. For some, you voluntarily withdrew. You walked away because you were seeking more. Yeah, this is what was probably going on. For some of you, this is what was happening. This is why you chose to walk away. You saw those 2 opposing forces joined in a battle. And you found yourself caught in the middle. You didn't see any intervention happening. You had to walk away. For some, you saw the legal documents here. You saw the clashing with the partners, or you saw this, right? You saw them confused and unsure and chaotic. So now you voluntarily withdrew. 8 of Cups is coming out. And again, I'm going to read this in several different ways here. It's a lot of energies coming in and out of here. Okay, so somebody's searching for deeper meaning, basically, right? They're seeking more. They don't want the illusions anymore. It's disillusionment is here. It's like an enchantment. It's like a lot of folk were under a fucking spell. Okay, as we all were, but I'm talking about some recent shit. It's like everything is being dispelled here. Okay, so abandoning something despite emotional investment. Pisces energy is here. Talk about walk away. Well, Pisces going feet. Pisces the feet and the toes and the ankles and shit. So talk about walk away shit. Then you got the 8 of Pentacles coming out here. So you got your 8 of Pentacles out here, your Virgo energy. Yeah, because this is about your skill, your talent. You must really strive to be the best, both both personal and professional. You may need to address a lot of things. Don't be afraid to ask for help to avoid being overwhelmed. Remember to find your balance. Remember that Queen of Cups is still in your energy here, right? And that energy also gave you a better insight as to what was happening, right? What was affecting your emotions here, right? I like that. I love that. It says here, this is about your accomplishment, your dedication, your expertise here, right? Your mastery. And for some, you do have high standards. You must work hard and focus entirely on your task, right? On your task. Becoming independently financial. Nine of Cups is out here reversed. Because if you don't focus on your task entirely, you're going to be stuck with inner happiness with materialism. You're going to be dissatisfied. What's up, Pisces? You out here again. You're going to walk yourself into unmet expectations, empty achievements. You're going to find happiness in the external things rather than within here, okay? Two of Cups is also coming out here reversed. And on top of that, you're going to have an imbalance in your relationships here, right? So you must work hard and focus entirely on your task, right? Because you don't want the miscommunication. You don't want the separation. Cancer energy, Cancer energy is also who? Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is reminding you, just as much love I gave you, I will take that shit back. This harmony in relationships. This is what you're going to be watching. You're going to be watching it tumble, but you got to walk away too, beloved. You don't have to, but it's a suggestion, right? Separation. Because the Four of Wands is coming out here reversed. What is that talking about? Breaking down, causing lack of harmony in the family or the home. Aries energy. Shit. Yeah, this is clearly this current time too. Whether it's your future, which is past, present, and future is now, right? But I'm talking about like right now. Tension between members of family or loved ones here. The imbalance of the relationships here. We may have ran onto a couple of storylines here within one, but it's always one story with a bunch of stories in it. Stick with me though. This is talking about the lack of support here, all right? Somebody's uncertain. It's like self-love. They're uncertain about that shit. They in fear of the public. Four of Wands out here reversed. They become a workplace bully. Workplace conflicts, unstable finances. They feel burdened supporting others financially as well. That's for some. You got different energies here. Two of Wands is out here. But you don't give a fuck about none of that. You say here, I don't give a fuck about none of that breakdown, cause, lack of harmony, and whoever family or home. Bitch, I'm planning and I'm moving forward. I know that's the fuck right, Aries energy. You know Aries down, they don't play that shit. When they got something in their mind, god damn it, they gone. So you're progressing with achieving a particular goal here. I know that's right. You're not focused on that. You're stepping out of your cocoon and you're exploring new experiences and worlds. You're going to strive and push forward through the tough times. You realize your objectives and your goals before you set out to achieve them. Nine of Cups is out here ending your story, and it says you're going to be content, satisfied. This is about your wish fulfillment. I love you, divine and spirit. Thank you. You're going to get what you desire. You're going to feel abundant and satisfied with life. Pisces energy. Again, which way you going to walk? Pisces came out a bunch. Defeat. Which way you gonna walk? Which way y'all gonna walk? Which way y'all gonna walk? All right, so that was a lot of tarot right there. We're gonna pull on some oracle here. We'll keep the tower up here for sure. I'm gonna keep the tower up here, right? The chaos that precedes transformation. We're at 49:09 on the timer. Let me see who else I'm gonna talk about here. Give me a second, y'all, or less than a minute. I'm gonna keep the Queen of Cups up here. Let me get some out the other storyline here. Let me keep Judgment up there for sure. For sure. And let me see. We need 4. We're going to keep the blank fool up there. What was your choices? What did you choose? Right? What opportunities? What new beginnings? What new experiences? What did you choose? What an honor. A blank fool. All right. All right, let's see. And we got the Queen of Cups. We got Judgment, the Fool, the Tower, the Queen of Cups. All right. I'm looking at August 13, 2018. I did not knock. Somebody reacted to reports that the Soviets researched without approval, but I didn't knock. Dexter Morgan in the energy. I'm going to take this one, but I did not. Dexter in the energy. Let's see what's going on. Dexter the show day, but I did not. Shit, that means you got pedos in the energy somewhere. Yeah, all y'all motherfuckers are done. You got me fucked up. Alright, Dexter Morgan in the energy. Let's give it a shuffle. Ophiuchus is in the energy. Ophiuchus is in the energy. The 13th constellation. I did not. We got us a strong oracle deck today. You're gonna learn some shit today. Alright, let's give it another shuffle and then we're gonna knock. Let's see what's going on here. Alright. Earthquakes. Disrupting the seafloor layers on the North Sea floor, but I didn't knock. Something about nature. Go hiking. Go ground your feet, your body. Go dance. Go talk to the trees. Go to a mountain, but I didn't knock. Oh, we blank, and we blank. Let's give it a knock. Ashe. All right, let's see what's coming on out here to play. Who is it? You set these up a different way here. So this is in regard to, of course, the meteor showers, the total solar eclipse, but this is also in regard to movement, to reflect and evaluate ourselves and our actions, right? The moment to reflect and evaluate ourselves, our actions, because actions taken takes us on a changed path. We're going to come close to a significant point in our lives, and we must be evaluated. But we must evaluate ourselves. This is a chance for clear ideas of what we need to change, renewal, the values. This is the period of awakening, karma, let go of the past, because we are being offered a new beginning, new opportunities, new experiences here with judgment, right? But what are you going to choose for your experience here, right? The tower is here, offering to break down those old structures, the sudden change, the upheaval. This is the revelation. This is the unexpected disruption. This is the chaos that is preceding the transformation. And we have the Queen of Cups because you, beloved, you are compassionate. You are caring. You are nurturing. You are connecting all on an emotional level. Through your honesty and fairness and your sensitivity, you find help from others, particularly within the female, and your intuition is powerful. You act as a mirror and you reflect as a new light. You trust the inner voice within you, and you take time to focus on your emotional health before helping others, okay? And whether you're a male, female, woman, man, them or they, just because it says queen, don't mean you got a ding-a-ling. All right, let's get into it. Ashe. Let's see who's going to come out to play. Who's coming out in the oracle deck? Who is y'all? All right, I'm looking at High Priestess. High Priestess. Appointment and tenure. Appointment and tenure. Desires are clashing with actions. All these fell down. right? Desires are clashing with actions. We're blank and we're blank. All right, let's see who came out to play so far. So we got some coordinates. I don't have my other goddamn device, so I can't look up the coordinates, but I am going to show them, okay? All right, my bad. So the coordinates are 43.57 degrees north, 103.48 degrees west. The second coordinate, 46 degrees, 16.8 miles north, 87 degrees, 26.5 miles west. St. Basil's Cathedral and the Golden Gate Bridge, as above, so below, under judgment, but why? Right? So we got the symbol of Russia, Tatarstan, Moscow's Red Square, 1558 Fun Fair. So that's St. Basil's Cathedral, as above, so below. And then we have the Golden Gate Bridge, the Suspension Bridge, 1937, the longest bridge from San Francisco to Marin County, the thick fog. Somebody is struggling with intense inner demons. Okay? Right? Diversity jurisdiction is inner energy. So these are cases between citizens or different states, or between a state and citizens of another state. Somebody's desires are clashing with their actions here, okay? You got appointment and tenure in the energy. So that's talking about federal judges, including the Supreme Court, are nominated by the president and confirmed by the Senate. They remain in office until they resign, pass away, or are impeached. Judges hold their positions for life or during good behavior. So you have, this is what's in the energy. Let me finish it off. And then you have the high priestess so far. So the high priestess, this one is offering spiritual enlightenment, intuition, inner wisdom, the balance between conscious and subconscious. This high priestess energy is encouraging you to trust your intuition and seek for deeper knowledge, because the veil between physical and spiritual is very, very thin, and a lot is going to collide here, okay? So it's crazy that the thick fog was the Golden Gate Bridge, the thick fog. Okay, they say what comes within that thick fog is a lot of energies moving through the fog. You'll be able to see them in a spiritual form. So whether they seem demonic or not, somebody during this total solar eclipse time is going to be struggling with intense demons here, inner demons here, okay? They're going to be, their desire, they're going to realize that their desires are clashing with their actions. For some, they are caught up in cases between citizens or of different states, or between a state and citizens of another state. For some that are struggling with intense inner demons, it could be federal judges, including Supreme Court justices, right? It could be the Senate. It could be the president. It could be judges that's holding their position for life, or while they're doing good behavior, right? These coordinates are also in the energy here. The tower is here for sudden change, upheaval. We're at 59:33 on the timer. Let's get a couple more out. What time is it? 7:23. My solar return. Fucking roar! July 23rd, bitch. Roar! Leo season here. Roar! Alright, let's get a couple more coming on out here. I feel like that was all for judgment in the tower. It could be up for all of them too. Take what resonate, leave the rest. What else gonna come out though? Who was that? Come here. I'm looking at identity theft, graveyard, develop healthier habits, and then we're blank, and then we're blank. Let's see what came out. What else came out? All right, so develop healthier habits, okay, while you're on your journey for your new experiences, your new opportunities, right? You're very curious. You're this new fool on this journey during this total solar eclipse time and the meteor showers, right? Manifest healthier habits, okay? Write yourself a little goal, a little goal list, and don't be too hard on yourself, right? The harder you make it, the harder it's going to be to complete, right? But there's identity theft also in this energy under judgment. The tower is here, right? Identity theft up against someone that was compassionate and caring here, right? So unless authorized by law, social security number is supposed to be confidential. Scammers, stolen wallets, purses, mail, bank and credit statements, pre-approved credit offers, new checks and tax informations. And don't forget, employers have access to commit fraud. We have identity theft and the fraud. Somebody is also in the graveyard, whether they're going there for whatever reason to visit someone, or maybe someone had to go to the graveyard to be put in the graveyard, or maybe somebody in there doing that damn graveyard magic, right? Weird ass shit, but either way, you got graveyard here. And I'm also looking at dark magic here, right? So I'm also looking at what is the spiritual significance, right? Graveyard, ancient wisdom, sacred spaces representing endings, introspection. It can also represent unresolved emotions, rebirth, and mental recovery, the fear manifested in dreams. It could also represent a prison, right? A prison for souls. It could represent a lot here, but somebody been in the damn graveyard. Somebody been in the graveyard involved in identity theft. They need to develop healthier habits because the tower is here. Archangel Azrael is on their ass. Look at that shit there. God damn. Some of y'all out there asking for help from God, right? And again, it goes back to that saying that the protection prayers, they don't work. You running from shadows. You got a lot of judgment coming your way. You got Archangel Azrael here, who is reminding you have to face those shadows here, and he is only here to help those whom God helps. Okay? Woo! Archangel Azrael is considered the angel of death. In case some of y'all didn't know. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Look at that there. Develop healthier habits. Let's see. Let's pull some more out. Okay. You got court systems in this energy with the tower, with the sudden change, right? You got the fool with the blank card out here. Pick and choose your energies. Pick and choose your experiences. Pick and choose your opportunities here. Your new beginnings here, right? Because judgment is also within this energy, and the Queen of Cups. Somebody going to the damn graveyard trying to bury shit due to the identity theft. And they getting buried right along with it. They trying to hide locations, right? They trying to hide, but the coordinates will always show up. And now they're going to fuck the court depending upon these federal judges and shit. The Senate is involved. The president is involved. Wow. And they must remain in office until they resign, pass away, or are impeached. Right? It says here because it could be between citizens of different states, or a state of citizens of another state here. This shit is global. Their desires have clashed right? And it's clashing with their actions. Now they're struggling with intense inner demons here, right? Talking about the Golden Gate Bridge and St. Bezo's Cathedral. I don't mean to point y'all out, but what y'all got to hide? What the fuck is up under y'all? As above, so below. Because this high priestess energy already knows. Very intuitive. Let me leave high priestess up here. Very intuitive energy here, offering spiritual enlightenment, intuition, and wisdom. Balance between the conscious and the subconscious, encouraging you to trust your intuition and seek deeper knowledge. The veil between physical and spiritual. Very thin veil here. Ooh, that motherfucker's almost disappeared there. It's almost gone. Get y'all shit together. Let's get our stuff together now. Not just y'all. Shit, fuck that. Don't leave me out of it. Don't you dare. Fuck that. Don't dare. Let's see what else gonna come out here. Because now we got high priestess out here now. You know what? Give me identity theft. Give me identity theft. What the fuck? Give me that motherfucker. Keep identity theft up here. Let's see. Graveyard. Let me see graveyard. I might have to pull tarot back out. Hold on, y'all. We got graveyard. Keep Archangel Azrael up here. How dare you? 3, 6. Give me one more. That'll be 9. That'll be 9. Give me these punk ass federal judges and shit. Give me that. And they right next to the goddamn identity theft. It ain't like I meant to place them there, but that's how they landed. Right under Archangel Azrael, the graveyard. I'm just saying, this shit be wild how my mind goes. It ain't like I intentionally placed them there, but I did because I'm just placing them down. But I'm looking and I'm like, oh my fucking goodness. But let's see what's going on with this shit here. Shit. We got a blank and a blank. Clean slate. Let's see what's going on. Ashe. Looking at this identity theft here. Give me some, if you can, divine and spirit, right? Give me something in regards to this identity theft here, right? What's going on with that? Because that is falling under the Fool, the Queen of Cups here. So this identity theft is falling under either someone's new beginning, new experiences, right? Work with me now, divine and spirit, because we want to try to get this as clear as we can. And this person that they stealing from is compassionate and caring here. Yeah, Yeah, they are. Queen of Cups energy. They take the time to focus on their emotional health before helping others. They act as a mirror and reflect new light. They trust their inner voice within themselves. And they also diagonal to the high priestess and graveyard. We got judgment. Diagonal to judgment. To the federal judge. Queen of Cups is directly in the middle. All right, let's see what's going on here. What's going on here? What's going on here, divine and spirit? Because this is all revolved around somebody, Queen of Cups energy. Here. Whose intuition is extremely powerful. They are honest and fair, very sensitive. Oh, emotional ass, so am I. They find help with they find help from others, right? And they're able to provide help to others. Let's see what's going on here. Oh man. Oh, this is a whole different fucking shit I'm feeling. What happened? I don't even got my family can you trust them deck with me. But it feel like I need to pull on somebody's fucking family. Oh, pew. Ew. Let's see. Oh, wow. What's going on? Who is this? Nothing. Clean slate. Queen of Cups. Clean slate. Somebody's a pleasure seeker. Somebody is a pleasure seeker. Okay? We back at blank and blank. Somebody's a pleasure seeker. So somebody has the desire, right? Or anxiety, longing, craving, and wishful thinking that has taken control over their mind. They are wishing or yearning for someone or something out of their control, and they appear weak. All right. It's a powerful wish that can be manifested into reality, but use caution. So we got a pleasure seeker in the energy. Okay. I just saw something about a state's jurisdiction, but then I pushed it back in. I should have pulled it out. Okay. Leaning Tower of Pisa, whatever that is. Large old mines have been compromised in Indiana. We're back at blank and blank with this one. So we got Indiana in the energy. Large old mines have been compromised. Leaning Tower of Pisa, and La Bella churches. As above, so below. 11 monolithic churches with a series of tunnels and passages. 40 foot height. You got the Leaning Tower of Pisa, 199 years it took to complete it, with a 4-degree tilt. It's a slanted bell tower. Oh. 55.86 meters tall. It is called the Pisa. It also has the Pisa Cathedral. So you got churches and with series of tunnels and passages and the energy. Virginia, you made it in here. Virginia and California. Virginia, California, y'all in the energy. Right? In the energy of those under judgment, those that are to experience new beginnings, new experiences. You're in the energy of that graveyard energy. Archangel Azrael is also in this energy with identity theft and this high priestess here. But don't forget the fucking tower. Please don't forget the tower. Moana statues, or I guess that's how you say it. Alhambra, I don't know. But as above, so below, we got Polynesia in the energy. Over 800 plus of these statues. 400 through 1500 AD. Maui, Moai, I guess. I don't know. I'm looking at Alhambra, Moorish Garden and Citadel, Sierra Nevada, Islamic Moors, considered mystical. They're in the energy. As above, so below. We at 1:13 on the time of 7:37. Let's see what else coming on. Let's see what else gonna come out here. Who are you? That's not his child. That's not his child. Amber alert. Amber alert. Use your intuition. That's not his child. Amber alert. What? Oh my fucking God. Blank and blank. This going somewhere else. That's not his child. Special. And then I put down the deck and then 2 cards flipped over, right? 2 portals. 2 portals. Use your intuition. Okay? That's not his child. Amber alert. Use your intuition. This is about using, you're in harmony with true nature. It's going to guide you towards truth and authenticity. It will align you with your higher self, your spiritual compass, because special agents aren't all bad. Special agents aren't all bad. Okay, use your intuition here because there's an Amber alert out. Okay, that's not his child. God damn it. Where is this going, divine spirit? American democracy is in the energy here. I got 2 more. What the fuck? Because they relied on elected representatives and systems of checks and balances and the rule of law to forge and function. We're talking about the executive, legislative, and judicial two-part system, constitutional federal republic, rights and freedoms, representative democracy, political polarization. God damn. Um, we got the cherubs and the cherubs and the energy. The fucking cherub. Oh my God. This is just one type of supernatural being, protector of the you would say the children, the innocent, the pure. Here, it will have a face of a man, a face of a lion, a face of an ox, a face of an eagle. Here, you thought Dexter Morgan was a fucking problem. You got the cherub and your energy here, circling around the American democracy. You got the graveyard right over there, but don't forget, all special agents, they aren't all bad here. Use your intuition for somebody. For somebody, use your fucking intuition here. Because Capitol Hill's in the fucking energy. And Anacostia. That's DC. Frozen lakes fueled the desert. The frozen lakes fueled the desert with their underground tunnels. And they goddamn deep underground military bunker systems that's under every fucking desert. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Somebody, we got to use our intuition. A lot of us, the intuition is going to be heightened, beloved. We're on a blank and blank. We're going to leave it blank and blank. Your intuition will be heightened for some. For some, your intuition will be taken away. So it is written, so it shall be done. All right, let's get through these comments, y'all. And then let us pray. All right, let me see who we got here. All right, we got Mommy. What's up, Mommy? How you doing? Eileen, Cardias, if you're still here, what's up? Mommy said nice. What's up? Thank you. I appreciate that, Mommy. We got Kai. Right, hold on, though. Because y'all already know I'm going to put on the mirror while I read the comments. The sun and the moon. Light in the dark. All right. Kai, thank you so much. Checked on in, said I'm here, and then also got the pin message with the Mercury, Venus, Mars, and Jupiter. Okay, we got 6 planets that are aligning with this total eclipse, and we are going to welcome in the meteor showers right after that total solar eclipse here. So for some, even though it's going to be completely dark, you might be able to see the meteor showers coming through. Okay, Kai retracted the message, and then also put August 12th is when we're going to receive that. Okay, all right, for some you probably already been feeling it in the energy. Takapa, what's up, beloved? Big abundance, beautiful, back to you. All right, you can't run, you can't hide. God damn it, thank you, Kyla Monster, for that motherfucking reminder. Okay, we got Leah M3703. We got Takapa coming back. The sun and the moon with that ladybug. I love it. I love it. I love it. Intuition on point. Toe zero. Hey, Kai. Yes, your intuition do be on point. I'm trying to tell you. That's all that's going to happen. We can't. Even if you wanted to dumb it down, that ain't going to happen. You can dumb it down all you want. It's going to come right back. Kai also says, it's the reckoning they thought would never come. Jason Johnson 2422, welcome to the frequency, welcome to energy with the hello with the roar. Laugh out loud. Been a while, D'Amica. Good to see you again. What's up, chat? All right, what's going on? What's going on, Jason? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the energy. Welcome back. Fucking roar. And with that being said, y'all, let's go ahead and take that deep breath in. Hold it. Release that shit. I can't see no sun no more. The sun done went down. All right, let us pray, y'all. We rebuke all spells, rituals, and castings that are not of the highest frequencies of source love consciousness that may have been projected our way on all timelines, planes, and dimensions, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, knowingly and unknowingly. Anything and everything that we are all connected to, spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, and cosmically. It's all protected. All is transmuted into whatever was sent to us, and then it's sent back to its source because we are already sovereign and we are already free. Any agreements and any contracts that we may have agreed to while we were being on lower paradigms of existence of consciousness, they are already cut, they are already burned, and they are already ended. On all timelines, planes, and dimensions, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, knowingly and unknowingly. Divine Collective, I know that I am sovereign. Divine Collective, I know that you are sovereign. Divine Collective, I know that the things that they are most afraid of is that together in consciousness, we, we are sovereign. It is done because we've already won. It is done because we've already won. It is done because we've already won. And so it is. All right, y'all. Much peace, much light, much love, but especially the darkness because of dark matter. Make sure you say your prayer, my prayer, any prayer without any deity's names 3 times, 6 times, or 9 times in order to make your manifestation, your dream, or your vision come alive. All right, now I gotta think of a fucking song, y'all. I don't know. One of y'all, can y'all put a song in? I can't look up the lyrics, but whatever song you do put in, if you could think of a song, I would like for us to listen to that song later tonight, and then also listen to the lyrics of it right before August 12th. So if any of y'all want to put a song in there, cool. Let's see who gonna think of a song first. I love music, but I can't never think of songs on point. Like, let me think. Oh man, I don't know. Y'all got anything? Let me think. Ah, I am really trying to think of a fucking song. This is crazy. And I keep hearing smoking out the window. And I don't know why. Saying, how could she do this to me? I don't know why. I'm trying to think of like a cosmically song that we could listen to. But I know that. But I don't know why that song is coming in. But that's the song that I could think of. But I was wrong. Mm-mm-mm. That girl belongs to everybody, everybody. Who? So yeah, I love y'all. I guess that's the song I think about. Y'all ain't put no song down here. Y'all left me hanging today. But I love y'all always. Always remember to tell yourself and believe it within yourself. Don't just say it. Believe it that you love yourself. Because goddamn it, I love you. And I know I ain't out here loving your motherfucking ass and you don't love your motherfucking self. Peace, y'all. Singing high.